We will start. And here we are. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of What's New here at JB Prince. I think I first owe some people an apology out there last week's event. If you guys who have been religiously following, I must have had some pattern shirt on, and it had like some kind of matrix effect. It was driving people a little crazy. So sorry. It won't happen again. I think it was laundry day, so I didn't have a solid shirt. But here we are. We're back again. Tim Muessig, CEO here at JB Prince, and we want to talk to you about something that we feel is kind of new and noteworthy. It's definitely been out there in the marketplace, but we want to kind of sort of drive it home and bring it to your attention. We know all of our chef friends out there are spending a lot of time drawing inspiration from nature, using natural products, trying really hard to give our guests the best experience possible with the best ingredients possible. And sometimes that gets a little bit lost in translation, and people don't necessarily always understand what's going on and the work and the effort that takes. And so you look for ways to drive that home to your clientele and keep that in the back of their head, that experience and the work that you've come in and where you've drawn some of your inspiration from. And that's what a lot of this table service stuff that you see here in front of me today is. That's kind of sort of the inspiration for us purchasing it and trying getting it out to you. We have a series of 20 plus products and kind of this newer line for us that are naturally inspired in the sense that they're made from wood. 90% of them are made from wood: mango wood, teak wood, olive wood. They're all very natural products. They're all unique and individual because they come from lumber, trees, however you want to refer to it as. And it gives you the ability to, again, take something that is natural, bring it into your dining room, and keep your audience, your customers captivated, maybe even your team inspired, your kitchen team and your staff inspired to understand that all these beautiful things are coming from inspiration in nature, and that when we can, we should, give Mother Nature a hug and a kiss. And so here we go. So some of these items are very minimal and geometric in their inspiration, which we happen to think is cool, even though they are wooden. You see here in the front some of those kind of front and center, and I'll quickly go through them. I'm going to kind of come out in front of this table and step out for you. First, I'll start quickly with this really nice square shape kind of salt service piece or condiment service piece. It comes with this spoon. It has this beautifully carved out dome inside. It has this kind of square body to it, so you can kind of see. And then it comes with a spoon. It's a nice little set. And I think that's perfect for maybe leaving salt on the table for the restaurants that like to do that kind of thing. And there is also a similar kind of double barrel version, if you will. It has two of those smaller domes, also two spoons. This might be the kind of thing that maybe you want to use some customized salts with. I know I visit some places that now have bread programs and want to offer salts and butters and other condiments to match the breads. This might be a great vehicle for that. We also have this really super duper tiny spoon. It's really kind of sort of the head of the spoon with just a handle. And I love this for that little extra garnish, that little special thing that maybe you want to add to a plate. Maybe you have a client or a customer who's just looking to ask for, hey, I need a little extra salt. I know some of us dread that because we think our food is seasoned efficiently enough, but nonetheless, we know what happens. We want to keep our customers happy. This is a great way to control that portion, not necessarily send out a big old ramekin filled with salt. Something elegant, something small, something simple, something reusable. Little Malden going to the table. Really nice piece. Again, in that kind of geometric flair. You see this one here is a little bit of a departure, has a ceramic base and a nice little simple wooden lid and spoon set. Maybe there's some kind of condiment that you want to keep in there, maybe put on the table or send out something to your clients. Keeping in that kind of sort of geometric vein. Nice little beautiful round, simple round wooden plate. Great for a quick tasting and amuse, maybe a mignardie, maybe a bonbon you want to send to your customer to make them smile. Another small, kind of really simple, geometric, like kind of oversized spoon, if you will, on a fairly short handle. I really like this one. Maybe I even had kind of sort of in my head the visions of someone who works behind the bar, sending out some garnish or some accents for a drink, maybe on the side, some little things that somebody wants to add to their drink, or maybe there's not enough lemon or not enough lime for that particular customer. Rather than just slapping on a napkin or looking for some oversized plate, it's a nice, clean, simple way to get this kind of thing to your customer. I'll put my hand behind it. Maybe that'll help you distinguish things a little bit. That's another great piece. Staying in the vein of kind of sort of the linear and geometric, this nice, really simple olive wood rectangle, if you will. Maybe great for some salumi and cheese that you want to bring out to your customer. We also have some little forks that could help out and accent that. I did a bad job about showing you guys that fork. But there's a little fork, 3 little simple tines on there, and those could work together. And then we get kind of sort of past that. And then we move into, again, more wooden plates. But these wooden plates have less of a geometric, linear feel or look to them. And we've kind of gone with what I think in the woodworking world, or in the wood world, period, is referred to as a live edge. And what that really means is something that they haven't really taken out all of the natural nuances, if you will. It hasn't been sanded flat. It hasn't been sanded clean. You can see it has these always wavy edges, some texture, something really beautiful. If you look inside of the piece, you still see the tree rings, the variations in color. There's some blacks, there's some browns, there's some beiges, really taking a lot and borrowing a lot from Mother Nature here. We have that nice little oval. We have some rounds like that, again with that kind of simple, natural wave to the edge. It's been sanded a little thin to give it a little bit more elegance. If that's not natural enough and you want to be even more in tune with Mother Nature, this one actually still has the bark that's been treated around the outsides. Again, the slab of wood, it's hollowed out. It's a nice little bowl so it holds sauce. You can see those tree rings in there. Really, really nice stuff. Some of these small bowls. Here's one. Again, this one almost looks like it could be like a flower or a coconut shell hollowed out. The edges have been thin. There's been some waves and undulations put in there, carrying over that natural look. Lots of different tones in here. I mean, there's, from what I can just see standing here, 4 or 5 different colors in this bowl. Again, all Mother Nature working her hardest for us. Really, really nice stuff. We happen to think it's amazing. We love it. We love it, I guess is the easy way to say it. It does require a little extra care. We're fully aware of that. We know it needs to be hand washed and oiled on occasion to preserve it. We happen to think it's worth it. Here's one I kind of sort of forgot about here in the background. This is just this really cool, simple spoon. Again, with some inspiration from the bar for me. You can see how kind of sort of hopefully you can see how well finished it is. It's a longer spoon, almost like an iced tea spoon or a drink spoon of some kind. Rather than always having something metallic, if you had something a little bit more naturally inspired in your bar program, this might be a nice addition or a nice accent. Have it in the glass. People could stir their own, make it a little bit more interactive. This is a little bit of a departure from the wood and not particularly new, but I thought worth mentioning. There's also in this kind of series that we're promoting this week some mother of pearl spoons. There's kind of a pinkish one and a white one for you caviar types in the world, and also a horn. When I say horn, it typically means some kind of water buffalo horn. So mother of pearl from the shell, and some buffalo horn spoons, usually used in caviar service, but maybe you find some information for it in some other way. And then last but not least, we have one more, and it doesn't even fit on our little table here, but we're going to bust it out for you. And this is, believe it or not, what we're referring to as a salad bowl. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, maybe a salad for a big guy like me. But this beautiful hollowed out trunk, if you will, super duper dramatic, oversized bowl. We know this is not something you're going to serve to an individual guest, but maybe you have some kind of party, maybe you have some kind of entranceway, some kind of event where you want to do something with a natural flair that's a little bit more than the normal. Well, here it is. I mean, there's a giant mango bowl. The internal joke here is that we would make a scorpion bowl in this bad boy and drink it as a community cocktail, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nonetheless, this is another piece in that offering, another one that we like and we thought was worth showing to you. I'd like to thank you all so very much for joining us this week. Remember, all this stuff lives on www.jbprints.com. Go check it out there. It's a nice, neat landing page created for you so you can peruse these things. If you have any questions, there's anything you want from us, please, we'll always do our best to answer your questions as best we can. Customer service at jbprints.com. Send us a message on Facebook. We love you. Thank you very much. See you all very soon. Have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye now.